Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm showing you the new MetaTrader 5 limit adder bot. Now, I created this because I've noticed that a lot of the older ones are separated. You gotta use ChatGPT and everything's just disorganized in general. So I thought I'd create a bot that sort of has all those features combined into one bot, and this one will be just easier to use, easier to implement, and will be updated regularly. Alright, so let's get started. So first thing you want to do is you want to install Python from their website right here. All right, I already have it installed. Now when you install it, you want to make sure you add the path or add python.exe to path. All right, and that'll make it so that bot will be able to work properly. Now if you already have Python installed and you forgot to add it to path, no worries. You can just go back to the installation, click modify, and click next, and you can select this option right here and it'll do the same thing. Do make sure to have this on, otherwise it's going to cause a lot of problems. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so the next thing you want to have is your broker. For this bot, I tested it using IC Markets, which is what most of you guys will be using. I haven't really tested on other brokers, but it should work. If you do find any bugs, things like that, just message me. But it should work on IC Markets at the very least. Alright, so once you have your broker and you're able to, install MetaTrader 5, last thing you need to do is you need to set up a Discord bot. Now, I already have one created. I won't go through the whole process of creating one because there are many tutorials on YouTube. But just make sure you have under bot all these things enabled, right? And then what you can do is you can go under what's it called, bot, and then you can click reset token, and that will give you everything you need for the bot. Alright, so go ahead and click reset token, do all the verification things, and save your token somewhere safe because that'll be used for later. Alright, so now that you have your Discord token, we can get to implementing the actual bot. So what you want to do is you want to navigate to this GitHub link. The link will be in the description. You want to go ahead and click on this green button that says code and download zip. And that should install it in the top right here. So you can go ahead and click on that. Right, click on it, and then click extract all, and it will be sent to my downloads folder. Right, and now you can go ahead and put this file wherever you want. Now I have my own place where I store all my Discord bots, so I'm just gonna drag that into here. You can put it anywhere you want, doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna put mine right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and rename it to MT5 limit adder bot YouTube because I already have one. Alright, so now that you have that done, there's just a few more steps you need to do. So go ahead and click on that. Click on config. And you should get a menu that pops up that looks like this. You might use Notepad or a text editor. Whatever you can use to edit the file, it doesn't really matter. And what you want to do is go ahead in these quotation marks. You want to paste your Discord token right there, alright? And make sure to click save, and you can exit out of the file. Alright, the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and open your terminal. Just go ahead and click on that, wait for it to load. It should look something like this. And you want to go back to your folder, right, where your Discord bot is, whatever your Discord bot is named. You want to right click it, and you want to click on copy as path. Alright, now go back to your terminal and type in cd space and then copy and paste to your path right there. Alright, and click enter. Notice how the folder, the directory changed. Alright, now once you got that done, you want to type in this command, pip install -r requirements.txt. Alright, make sure your command looks like this. Click enter. And just give it a little bit of time. Alright, I don't know, it depends on the speed of your PC. But yeah, once this is done, I'll be back. Alright, so once you finally have all the requirements downloaded, you can go ahead and run the file. So let's do Python and then main.py and just give it a few seconds. And it should initialize your broker right here. So you see I'm using IC markets on a demo account. And let's check back on the terminal. And you should see if everything works out successfully. Create new risk configuration. Alright, logging in. Then logged in as MT5 YouTube. That is my Discord bot. And you see all the configurations. Alright, and it looks like everything is doing good. Now make sure algo trading is on. It should be an option in the top of your screen. This just allows it so that the bot can actually make trades on your account. Alright, just a few more things before I show you how to use the bot. Just make sure that you have all these symbols are showing. So right click on this and click show all. I just noticed that it gets buggy when you don't have certain symbols. It won't allow you to trade them. So just make sure it's showing all of them. And this bot will be running as long as you have your terminal open. Alright, so once this is closed, the bot will also close. So if you want to keep it running forever, you could run it on a VPS. Lots of tutorials online for that. And yeah, and once you have that, everything should work as intended. Now I'm recording this on the weekend, so I can't really show it's how it's done, but I'll show a few clips and I'll do a voiceover showing how to use the bot. Alright, so now I'm going to demonstrate a little about how this bot works. So it is highly customizable and it works by using configs. So there are several config commands. You can do config help, and you have a different list of configs. So you can see I have config 1. There's also a default. So I'll just show you this some of the configs that I have. So config show default. And here you have two different modes. You have fixed lot sizes and you have risk percentages. So the way the fixed lot sizing works is it's a manual lot size. Alright, so if you have 2 limits, then each of those limits will be 0.25. If you have 3 limits, it's going to be this, 4 limits, this, and so on. And for risk percentages, how it works is instead of using manual fixed lot sizes, it's going to calculate the lot sizes based on how much risk you are willing to take for each limit. So for example, if you have 1 limit, then that limit will risk 10% of your account. If you have 2 limits, each of them is going to risk 5%. 3 limits is going to be 3% on the first limit, 3% on the second limit, 4% on the third limit, and so on. And the way you change this is using, well, first to set the mode, you could do config set mode fixed or config set mode risk. Alright. And then you can also change between different configs. So I can do config set active. I have a config 1 right now, so we have that, and we could do config show config 1. And notice how I have different settings for each of them, right? And I can change these values by doing this command. So config, what was it? Config set. So let's change the fixed lots. All right, let's change set fixed config 1. Let's set it to 0.25. 0.25. Oh, I need to use number of limits as the first value. So 2, 0.25, 0.25. And that'll change it to 0.25. There we go, right here. We can also change the risk. Alright, so let's change it instead of fixed, let's set it to risk. And then right now we have 5%, 2.5%. Let's just make it 5%, 5%. And config show config 1. And we have 5%, 5%. Alright. Now we can create a new config by doing config create. Call this one config 2. Alright. Now when we do config list, we have another one right here. So now let's see what the settings are for that. And here you go. You could have as many configs as you'd like. And yeah, it's very customizable. So you could have different ones for scalps. You could have a different config for forex, gold, you know, whatever you like. All right, you can also do config delete, config 2, and that'll just delete the config. Now you can go ahead and explore all of these commands. There are lots of them that might take some getting used to, but hopefully this explanation is enough. And yeah, just experiment with it and see what kind of lot sizing you like. Now I'll be showing a few clips of how it works because I can't do it right now because it's the weekend. But yeah, here's some clips. Alright, so next thing we can test out is the TP command. This one's really simple. You can just do TP 10 or TP forex 10, and that'll set the TP for forex pairs to 10 pips. Alright, you can do TP gold 5. That'll do the same thing. If you don't want any TP, you can just do 0, and that'll make it so that there's no TP at all. And then to show the config for all of them, just do TP config and it'll show all of it right here. And yeah, I'll show you some clips of how that works, and that'll be all. Alright, thank you guys for using this bot. Do look forward to more updates in the future. Leave some comments or recommendations on what I should add. I'm currently doing this and the MT4 bot, so if you have any suggestions for any of those, just message me. I'll be working on some other stuff like some more advanced TP settings, more auto lot features, and yeah, just look forward to that. Appreciate you guys. See ya.